Blacktooth Claymation here. Gonna show you how to make Magica Dispel from Polymer clay. So you got black, you got purple, and you got kind of a light blue, white, and then kind of an orangish yellow. I had to make up that color, the color for the bill. I like to use a razor blade, X-Acto knife, sewing needle, and a glass roller for my tools. I like to use the roller to get the stuff nice and flat. You just take your time, kind of stick it on. You know, you do a little piece at a time. See how I got the pieces kind of cut out already? Kind of piece it together like a puzzle. With these 8-bit pieces, you just kind of lay it out, you know, do one piece at a time individually, and then you want to you want to have a good picture to go from, of course. Like a lot of times I noticed if you look up on Google Images, you can't find very good HD images of video games. So I just like to take a screenshot from a game that I'm actually playing, and then I just look at that screenshot from the game I was playing, and then I just do my fan art from that. Yeah, just see how you kind of border it with the black. Just playing some DuckTales. Trying to walk you through this video. It's kind of a watch and learn. I usually use Sculpt clay or Primo. Just working on the tail there. I've also made Scrooge too. I kind of, the reason I made Magica Dispel was I was having them face off in a shadow box set that I made. I'll show you that at the end of this. Oh. Some of that clay can be pretty soft though, so it's just trying to keep those edges sharp. That's why you want to have a good razor blade, a good sharp one. Don't use the same one more than a couple times, because they get rusty quick. Starting to put the bill on there. Just apply it. You don't need any liquid translucent or anything. Just try to seam it on there good. That's why I like using the sewing needle to get kind of in there. Just seam it together real good. Just getting the head done there. DuckTales was an awesome game. Still is. I even like the revamped version they did for like PS3. It's pretty cool. It's basically the same, it's just like all updated, a little more clearer, you know. Oh. Gotta put her big hair on. But the easiest way to do them is just one piece at a time. Don't feel overwhelmed by the whole piece. Just start plucking away at it, you know. Plucking away at it like a chicken or a duck. DuckTales. Woo! It's a duck blur. Set the buttons for her shirt. That level is hard. I'm trying to watch the video as I do this too, so that's probably why. Sure. All right. Let's go to Transylvania. Magica the spell. Oh, that's right. When you first start off, you don't get as many power pellets. I think you gotta earn those. That's why it's so hard at the beginning. It's been a while since I played DuckTales. And I think the last one I played was probably the PlayStation 3 version. This is the 8-bit Nintendo one. The classic. So yeah, our one eye's come together pretty good there. And what do we got? The white. With white, you gotta make sure that stays clean. So keep your fingers clean. Keep some wet wipes handy or something. Gotta keep that white clay about as clean as possible. And don't over bake it either, because that'll make your clay, darker, of course. So when you bake it, what you got? They recommend 275 for every 1/8 inch for 15 minutes. I've put it at 270 and gone for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes also. For these, depending on how thin it is. If it's an 1/8 inch, then 15 minutes is what you should probably go. But with this one, I ended up baking it twice because I did the shadow box. I add it to the shadow box later by putting like liquid translucent on, and then I bake it onto the background. That way they're all 100% clay. Working on her little legs there. Started on the shoes. Or are those high heels? I think they're high heels. Yep. But yeah, the border really brings the stuff together too, but you don't have to border everything. Starting on the other high hill there. Doing a little needle work on it just to make sure and get it seamed together. Make it look nice. Getting the rest of the eye down there. Time to apply that hair on there. Her big Elvira wig. Magica Dispel. I hope this motivates you to make some 8-bit art though. Get the Nintendo art, fan art going. I always like seeing cool fan art. There's a lot of mashups and stuff that are cool. Also, like I made some California Raisins, like the singer. I mashed him up with like Freddy Krueger. It's always cool doing stuff like that. That's the nice thing about clay. You can about make whatever you want. But with these, you want to kind of pay attention to detail and just kind of work it together. Oh, that's another tool I like using too. That little, I don't know what they call it. It has a little roller, like a ball on the end of it. Real tiny one. And you can just knead your seams together real good too with that. Needle works good, razor works good. Even an X-Acto knife works good. Just don't cut yourself. Oh. It's running out of time on that. Love the music on this game. Pretty cool game. Catchy. I think they had a part 2 for it also. I never got that one. That might be a rarer game. Getting some of that border on. That black border does make it pop. Makes it look a lot better. Little details though really bring it together, make it better. Just trying to keep those sharp cuts on the clay can be tough too. You see how sometimes that black can be soft, and it's like really soft, and I don't mean it's, and then it just ends up getting kind of curved on the edges, and just really got to keep cutting at it. You don't want to cut too much off. If you do cut too much off, you can just redo that little part, you know, just cut a little section out and redo that part if you had to. There we go, we got the other hand going on. Getting close to the end. Just gotta do some bordering up around all that. And then I can show you what the shadow box looks like when it's finished. This was a fun piece to do. The background was pretty tough because I went with the Transylvania background for the boss level for Magica Dispel. It's a lot of brick work. Having to make sculpt a lot of bricks. Just take your time when you're doing a piece like this. You don't have to do it all at once. Like this video probably makes it look like I did this character all at once, but I probably did it, you know, on several different days. Just taking, you know, hour here, hour there, or half hour here. You know, sometimes I'll just mess with it for 10 minutes and then I'll go do something else, and then I'll come back to it. But when you do it like that, just make sure to put a piece of wax paper over top of it. That way it doesn't get too dusty. In case you go away from it for, like, say you go away for like a month or something, away from your project for a month, then you don't want it getting all dusty. I got a Batman character that I started about a year ago, and I forgot to put wax paper over it, and his head is really dusty. I suppose I can clean it off, but I will eventually. Some of those projects just sit for a long time. Doing a little detail work there with the needle. That's what I like having that needle for. Just real good for straightening out little lines and whatnot. There it is. We're getting her about finished up there. Just like I said, getting the border done. it can be tedious doing a lot of that stuff, so don't get frustrated. Just like I said, if it's starting to get frustrating for a second, then just walk away from it and come back to it later. It's no fun sculpting if you're getting flustered about it. Just try to have fun with it and take your time. It's no art contest. Here's what it looks like in a shadow box set. Magical Dispel and Uncle Scrooge. The light's kind of glaring on that. That's what it looks like when there's no light shining on it. Looks really, really nice. Background, that was pretty tedious, but I took my time, got it done. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe.